Hello, everybody. My name is Travis, and I would like to share with you a use case. I have seen this use case multiple times in my work over the last 7 years, especially in the manufacturing industry, and it's around price checks. It's common that a customer could call in and they don't want a quote from you, or they're not wanting to place an order, but they're calling to get a price check. And on the Salesforce side, like for an inside salesperson, they would need to easily be able to give them a price check, but not only just give them pricing, but capture the data, capture how many times an account is reaching out to them for price checks. And not only capturing that engagement, but also capturing how many of these price checks have been converted into firm quotes. Okay. Now, this can all happen in Salesforce, using standard objects and leveraging automation. Now, let me go ahead and jump into the demo so I can just play out this whole scenario for you. So I go to the account, and this account is Acme Partner. And who am I speaking with? I'm speaking with Paula. Now, Paula wants a price check on a couple items. So I would simply click on New Quote. I would say this is price check quote. I'm going to put in a name. I'm going to put in an expiration date, and I'm going to put Paula as the contact. I'm going to click Next, and the quote is created. Now, this quote is like I said, a price check quote, and it is also a quote that is not related to an opportunity. Why? Well, I enabled quotes without opportunities because I don't want to create an opportunity and add it to the pipeline. As many of you are aware, a quote has to be related to an opportunity by default. But you can enable quotes without opportunities in Salesforce. And again, the reason why I did not do that, I didn't create an opportunity, is because I don't want to add it to the pipeline, and I don't want to include on the opportunity a flag that says exclude from pipeline or include in pipelines for reporting purposes. So I chose to configure this process in such a way where I don't need an opportunity. Now, the next thing I'm going to do as an inside salesperson is click on the product list tab, and I'm going to put in the products that Paula is interested in getting pricing for. So I'm going to put a quantity of 1 for each one, and then this is where I would see the pricing for these products for this customer. Now, I'm going to pause just for a second. And if you have your Salesforce environment integrated to your ERP system, and your ERP system has your pricing information for each product and for the customer, you can call your ERP system to get pricing for these products for this customer. You would simply just have a button here, we click it, and it does a call out to SAP, for example. Now, of course, in this demo, I don't have integration to any ERP system, so I'm just going to put in some numbers. So let's just say the pricing for these two products for this customer are the following. Okay, I'm going to save. I'm still on the phone call with Carla. This is your pricing for these two products, $4,500 and $6,000. And I'm just going to set this to presented to Paula because I told her. Okay, I get off the phone with Paula. We're done for the day. Now, let's go to the account. Now, when I go to the account, you'll see that there's a price check quote tab. This is where we're capturing, like I said in the very beginning of the video, the goal is to capture these engagements. And this is where you would see the full list of all the price checks for this account. So right now we have one. Maybe in a year of working with this account, you may have 20, 30, 40 price checks. And this is where you can see all of them, okay? Now, let's say Paula calls you the next day, the next morning, and she says, you know, I reached out to you about this price check. Can I get a firm quote for that price check from yesterday? Inside salesperson, no problem. Click on the price check record, the quote record, and you can see right up here, after I move it to accepted, convert to firm quote. So I'm going to click on this, convert to firm quote. I'm going to update the name. I don't want price check to be the name of the opportunity. I'm just going to put Acme Partner Opportunity 1, put it at quotation, close date, the end of this month. And I'm going to check this box. Now, by checking this box, what I'm doing through automation is creating an opportunity and then creating the quote. Click next. After clicking next, I will be directed to the quote. You can see this is a firm quote. When I click on product list, you can see that the two products that I did the price check for were brought over. And you can see the quantity is 1 with the sales price. Now, this firm quote doesn't just want one quantity of these products. She wants, let's say, 10 for the first one, and she wants 5 for the second one. But she wants more products on this firm quote. So I can add some more. Okay. Let's say there's 3 for this one. Let's say this one's 5. Say the discount is 10, 10. And also, I might as well show you this as well. You can see I can easily add lines to this quote, and I can easily remove them as well. Okay. Now I'm going to click Save. So now my firm quote went from, I think it was around $60,000, which again originated from the price check quote. Now it's over $400,000. Now, let's go to the opportunity. Now, like I said, the automation created the opportunity in the background and then created the quote, and we were navigated to the quote. Now, looking at this opportunity, you can see right here under the related list, there are 2 quotes. Why are there 2 quotes? Because in reality, we should only have 1. But the reason why there's 2 is because you can see we have the price check. You know where this opportunity originated from, and it originated from a price check quote. And you'll also see Paula falls under the contact roles for this opportunity because she's the one that started this whole process. She's the one that wanted the pricing originally yesterday. Okay. So now let's go to the firm quote. We can see it's in draft mode. We've checked all of our pricing. We've also checked, okay, the discount, the total discount is this amount, almost close to 18%. There's no need for any approval process because it hasn't met the threshold for that because there's no submit for approval button. So I'm going to say, I'm going to present this to her. So after setting it to presented, we can configure or build a button right up here that says create PDF or create quote PDF. And whenever it's clicked, it can give you a preview of the quote. And then you can click another button and send it to Paula in this example. And then it can be set to presented. Now let's say Paula, after receiving this quote PDF, she doesn't really like the pricing. She wants to see if we can go a little lower, get a further discount on these items. Okay, so I don't want to mess around with this quote because it's a particular version. It's version 2. I don't want to change it and lose this version. So what do I do? I just click on clone with line items. Let's just say version 2. I'm going to go to the new quote. So now we have our second version of the firm quote. Now I know it says version 3 right here. The reason why it says version 3 is because the price check was the first version, okay? Now we can see that this clone quote, it's not synced, okay? We can sync it later. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna go to the product list and we're gonna play with the numbers. So let's put some huge discounts on this. 50% on everything, okay? And now, because it's 50%, it has met the threshold for an approval. So this submit for approval button appeared. So I'm going to submit for approval. I'm going to put, the reason, or the reason why it's discounted at a certain level. I'm going to submit it. Now it's in review. The sales manager needs to look at it. Click approve. Sales director needs to look at it, approve it, and then after that approval, it's going to say approved. Now I'm going to set it to presented, and just like I said, this is when a generate PDF button can appear to generate a PDF so you can send the second version of this quote to Paula. And let's say after sending her the second version, she wants to go with this quote. She wants to place an order. So let's say it's accepted. However, we can't put it to accepted because this quote is not synced to the opportunity. So let's go ahead and sync it. Continue. Now we can set it to accepted, and the opportunity has also been set to closed won. Now let me just jump back to the quote just real quick. And you can also see right here, the create order button appears. But I'll pause right there or I'll stop right there and maybe do another video about, over creating orders against the quote. Thank you.